welcome to my channel. My name is Whitney Q. Over here we talk about personal development, living your best life, tips and tricks, and a little bit of travel as well. If this is your first time here, welcome to the Whitney Q world. As I said, where we talk about, just good things and just trying to be the best version of yourself. So if that is the type of content that you are interested in, please hit the subscribe button and let me know you're new here so I can say hey. And if you're coming back, welcome back. I am so glad that you're here because I'm here being consistent for y'all. You guys subscribe, so I'm going to deliver. It's that simple. Right, in today's video, we are going to talk about how to avoid burnout. I have been here. It is not fun. It is not the best, and I don't recommend. It's so ghetto, especially in our fast-paced world where burnout is a state of basically physical, mental, emotionally exhaustion. And it can happen when we feel overwhelmed, stressed for an extended periods of time. In this video, I'm going to share with you tips on how to avoid being burnt out and staying energized and productive, because that way you can perform your best, you can be your best, and you can just deliver what you're supposed to deliver in the way you're supposed to deliver. Now, tip number one is prioritize your self-care. I have spoken about self-care a lot on this channel. You can check out my previous videos if you're not really sure how to look after yourself, but prioritize your self-care. This means taking care of your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Some examples of self-care could include getting enough sleep, eating healthy food, exercising, and engaging in activities that make you happy. For me, I love creating content, hence why I'm here. I love creating content. It brings me so much joy and happiness. So I make sure that I create content on YouTube or TikTok. If you're not following me on TikTok, please be sure to follow me on TikTok because I post a lot of random stuff on there. Okay, so my name on TikTok is Whitney Q. But yes, do things that make you happy and make sure you prioritize your physical health, you're eating right, you're sleeping, and you are just basically doing all of these things in conjunction to avoid being burnt out. If you have a deadline, you're not going to be better at your deadline if you are running on 3 hours sleep. You might as well even try and get a power nap, and you might feel more energized and you perform better with whatever it is that you need to do. But nothing is more important than setting those boundaries, which I'm going to go into number two, setting those boundaries when it comes to your self-care. So number two is boundaries. This is another way of avoiding burnout. Setting boundaries, knowing that you know your limits and you know when to say no to things, especially if it does not align with your priorities. It's okay to say no to the extra work from your boss. It's okay to say no from social events because maybe you have been out all week and you just want to spend time with yourself. Anything that might add stress to your life, it's okay to say no. And remember, no is a complete sentence. I'm still learning. I still have this habit of, if somebody invites me out, I'll say, oh no, I can't because I have XYZ. I feel like it's a little bit polite to say it, but do know that no is a complete sentence, and it's just a way of protecting your boundaries. It's something that I definitely didn't do in the past. I was always the yes person. Whitney, do you want to go here? Yes. Whitney, do you want to do this? Yes. And then everybody always expected me to show up in my best self because I'm always used to just saying yes to everyone. You will find me at every single event. You find me saying yes to everything at work. This is very, very poor boundary. I did feel that it was disrespectful to say no, but honestly, no is one of the best words you can use to protect yourself, to enforce those boundaries. Okay, so you don't need to explain yourself. You can just say no. If you want to explain yourself just to be polite, that's fine, but it's not necessary. So protect your boundaries. Now, if you're enjoying this content, I would like to invite you to join the community by subscribing, liking, sharing with someone that you think may benefit from this, and comment below. I love reading the comments and replying back to you guys. I read every single one of them and I heart every single one of them because it really means a lot to me. So if you want to join the community and help this community grow, please do any of those things. Tip number three is taking breaks, okay? Taking breaks is important. Taking regular breaks throughout the day to give your brain and your body a rest. If you are like me and you work from home and you're sat down all day at your desk, it's important to take 10 to 15 minute breaks every hour or two to stretch so you can walk around or do something relaxing. This can help you stay focused and energized throughout the day. There's been times when I've literally worked throughout an 8-hour day. I haven't even taken a lunch break, and that's wrong because you're not giving the body the rest that it needs. And you will find that when you take a break, you come back more energized. I find that when I'm stuck or I'm running out of ideas, I like to do an activity that will take my mind off the task, and when I come back, I am flowing with way more ideas. My creative outlet is on 100, and I'm like, yes. As well as taking little mini breaks, it's also take a holiday, go away, go somewhere that's different. Don't necessarily need to fly out the country, but go somewhere where the environment is slightly different to give yourself a break. I am all about exploring your city, exploring the environments around you. It doesn't have to be anything expensive. It could just be a day trip, but definitely prioritize taking breaks so that you can feel energized and come back better than you was before. Number 4 is practice mindfulness. Now, I'm still learning this. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm still learning this. I'm still trying to master it. Mindfulness is a great way of reducing stress and avoiding burnout. Trying to incorporate mindfulness into the day, such as meditation, deep breathing, or yoga. And mindfulness is basically concentrating on one thing at a time. So one thing that I like to do is when I'm brushing my teeth, I like to just think of the act of brushing my teeth. I'm sure this morning when you brush your teeth, you're thinking about, oh, I have to do this today. Oh, okay, I need to do this. Oh, I need to set a reminder. No, just try and be in the moment, be mindful, and just concentrate on brushing your teeth. How does the toothbrush feel inside of your mouth? How does it feel to have the toothpaste in your mouth? Actually be in the moment, and you'll find that your thoughts are more organized and you're not feeling stressed and burnt out. So you can do meditation as well with deep breathing. You can do it with a guided instructor. Maybe you can find one on YouTube or Headspace, any of the apps. I know there's some on Spotify as well. And literally just taking a moment to actually feel air going into your lung. This is something that we do subconsciously. We're just breathing, but we're not actually thinking about the air that's going into our lungs. So just practice mindfulness. And if you also want to add yoga into your routine to kind of stretch the body and just be at one. So mindfulness is very important. Now, the last tip, number 5, is please don't be afraid to ask for help. I am bad at this. I have learned recently to ask for help, but ask for help when you need it. It could be delegating a task at work or asking a friend for support. Getting help can reduce stress and avoid getting burnt out. Again, asking for help is not a sign of weakness. I am guilty of this because I feel like I'm bothering others. And I said, I feel like it's the first daughter just always serving others and you don't really ask for help. But it's very important to ask for help. And you know what? 2 heads are better than 1. Somebody could help you with something that could lead to a better result. So don't be afraid to ask for help. Make sure that you're not doing everything, and you can delegate tasks to other people as well. You don't have to be the only one doing it all. You know, you're only one person, so you have to look after yourself, and sometimes you have to ask for help so that you can give yourself the capacity to look after yourself. So there you have it, some tips to avoid being burnt out. As I said, I have been there before. It is not the one. If you're feeling stressed, maybe take a day of work and do nothing. There is nothing wrong with doing nothing. I feel like we're in a society where it's go, you have to do this, you have to be productive, but sometimes taking time out to look after yourself will help you be the better person that you need to be to live a happy and healthy life. If you have any other tips and ideas, please feel free to share them in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.